I was eating a beignet, and I hated it. No, I'm just kidding. I was eating a beignet, and in parentheses, they actually have B-I-N-Y-A-Y. Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
A beignet.
At Café du Monde.
While watching a Saints game.
And playing a big trumpet.
Okay, I was eating a beignet at Café du Monde, as everyone must do during their... Our dad has stood outside Café du Monde 3 times at this point. He stood outside, waited, bailed, and then told us about it 3 times.
He stood outside hoping someone will, throw him a beignet.
Something. He waited in line, then bailed, and then they brought him to the dressing room tonight, so it worked out great. I was eating a beignet at Café du Monde, as everyone must do during their yearly migration to New Orleans, and I had to sneeze, and it was sudden. People yes, everyone in the room is like, I know where this is going. I had to sneeze, it was sudden, so I turned my head and blasted my roommate with a Scarface level of white powder. It's worth noting, if you haven't, I should clarify a little bit. If you have not had, we have the bags backstage, and it looks like the balance of powdered sugar to beignets is I wish I could go panning for beignets.
Yes.
That's really what we're talking about.
It's like beignets are illegal, but powdered sugar isn't.
Right.
So they're trying to smuggle them in.
Right. How do I ask for another beignet that hasn't been sneezed on?
That's your concern in this moment. That's
From
beautiful.
Beignet Whoopsie and the Big Easy. Are you here?
All right. Gosh, yeah, we're going to make a demand at the beginning of each show. Just fire it off.
Yeah.
The first night we were here, we went out to dinner, like I said, and then we ordered some beignets, and they came, and they were great, but it looked like the plating was they just dumped a bunch of powdered sugar on the plate, then put the beignets on top, then dumped more on.
Yeah, almost like they were trying to make a beignet mold of some sort.
I watched our daughters just scoop up sugar.
Yeah.
Like a cop in the 70s checking to see if it was actually cocaine.
Sure.
I watched my daughter sweep her finger through, taste it, and nod. Like, this is the stuff.
This is the stuff.
It's pure.
This is from the cartel. I'd recognize this anywhere.
This is it.
Hey, this is probably the only city where you could do a bunch of cocaine like a big animal in the street, just blah, and then just kind of walk around. And if a cop sees you, it's just like, Café du Monde, a national treasure. Well done.
But that's true, Griffin. But I've been here for 2 days. I think there's a lot of things you could walk around the streets of New Orleans doing that is not going to bat an eye. Also, I have seen more people that look like they're doing coke and no people that look like they're police officers. I've seen almost none of, none.
I've seen
no police officers. I've seen more ghosts than I have police officers. I will also say I was walking around today, and your local courthouse is also an insect museum. As if they said, we're not going to use this building for anything else. You want to put some bugs in here?
We're not sending anybody to jail. We might as well store butterflies.
Are you okay?
Are you guys okay?
Gee. Okay.
I think the wildest part of that story is you all look at butterflies like, we gotta fucking lock them up.
Nothing shall be freer than us.
You're on trial for being too delicate and beautiful.
I think, you're gonna have to wait in line for 6 more Gregorian hours to get your replacement beignet, so I wouldn't recommend that.
You could probably ask around. If there's a lot of people eating beignets, I guarantee there's a few people that's like, ugh.
What have I done?
I ate one. I'm good for a good long while.
There's probably somebody that's still drunk sleeping on a beignet pillow that you could just gently lift up.
Just nibble the corners out of from under their sleeping head.
God, I don't know how you all do it. They're really good.
They're very.
They're really good.
Your square donuts.
I mentioned the bag of powdered sugar. I did root around there like some sort of specially trained pig to find the beignets.